It's a Friday edition here on Zero Blog 30, and today we only have 2 rounds in the magazine. Round number 1, my friend Big Cat is a huge military head, and he's been begging to co-host DBT, so we're finally going to let him. We're going to ask Colonel Cat a few questions. And round number 2, a fella tried to join ISIS, but his lawyer roasted him in open court. He's got to actually join ISIS now, right? And all of that is going to be brought to you by our good friends at Fuck Me. I just forgot. You forgot. I closed them. Damn it. All right. So it's Roman. Yeah, Roman swipes are clinically proven to last longer in bed. They're effective, easy to use, and fast acting. You don't require a prescription to get them. Roman can send you swipes in a discreet, unmarked package, and each swipe is small enough to hide in your wallet, in your front pocket, in your back pocket, any pocket you need. They're super easy to use. Just take them things out, swipe it on that big, juicy, fat hog of yours, and you're ready to give it a go. Right, Dan?
Yes. Point of order. Are we starting?
Yeah, we're starting.
Point of order.
Yeah.
So, chaps, you asked me to come on.
Mhm.
In terms of like military communication, wouldn't you say it's very important?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So at 11:30, I walked into the PMT studio and Cons is there, and I was like, "All right, well, who's recording?" And we're like, "Well, we don't know because Chaps just said we're gonna do it at 11:30 in the PMT studio." So I had to, as a lieutenant, go and find everyone to set everything up, and my current general essentially just didn't communicate any of it. Was like, hey, we'll just snap our fingers and a podcast will get made. I don't know. Just seemed like
I don't care about that at all.
Seemed pretty dysfunctional.
That's all I care about. I care about improvise, adapting, and overcoming. You're doing that. That was
so
your first lesson of the day. Sometimes you have to be Semper Gumby. You have to be flexible, and we have to get things done in an unorthodox manner.
So the other thing I wanted to say before we get going is, as much as you guys may ask me, I will not tell you how many people I killed.
Okay.
That's really honorable of you.
But it was like between 12 and 13 around in the old Call of Duty. So
wow. How many times
but I won't
did
tell
you.
Killed? I won't tell you. Like,
how many times did you get
25? Killed, pretty bad ratio.
Yeah, I tried a new game the other day that wasn't Call of Duty, and it involved snow. It's way too hard. People are wearing white camouflage. They're running through the snow. I can't see anyone ever.
Wait,
I ran around in that game for like 15 minutes.
Version?
Call of Duty Blizzard.
Did you play the X Games game? Is that what you're playing?
No, it wasn't. It was like the Walmart. It was the Sam's Choice of Call of Duty. It was free on the Xbox Marketplace.
Got it.
Because I only like playing campaign mode. I don't like playing with all these children that are running around and doing all the things.
I agree with you.
But the campaign modes are like 5 minutes now.
Oh, see, I haven't played. I pretty much only play Call of Duty when it's like, World War II. Yeah, World War. Like I played World War II when it was like 2007. It came out, and then when it came out again like a few years ago, I played that a lot.
Is that your favorite war?
Yeah, by far my number one war. I'll probably go World War II.
Rank your wars.
Civil War, Revolutionary War, World War I. And that was all of them, right?
No, I'm surprised you didn't bring up the War of 1812.
The War of 1812.
It's good top 4. That's good Mount Rushmore, as you would say.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, somebody wanted you to do a Mount Rushmore of the military branches. You just got to leave off 2.
Wait. What are the military? Oh, so my Mount Rushmore
Space
military.
Force and Coast Guard.
Well, Coast Guard's on my Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Coast Guard, Marines, Army, Navy.
Okay. So no Air Force and no Space Force.
Wow,
I got a question. I heard someone once told me that if you go to Air Force Academy, you get a free Porsche.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That seems like bribery to serve.
Yeah. Why do you think their football team
is a huge sponsor? That's who their stadium is presented by.
Oh, okay. I should have gone to Air Force.
But for real, they have this team. If you go to Air Force, I didn't know this until we went to their academy. You have like the ability just in the afternoon, if you want to go parachute, just to take a little bus down there and jump out of a plane anytime you want.
That's crazy.
Imagine that instead of taking.
As long as they're flying, you could jump out, and people tie your parachute. They'll do whatever you need.
Okay, so
you can come with us next time we go.
I should have put Air Force in there, so I'm gonna kick Marines out.
You would have said Marines because we don't actually have sports.
Yeah,
that's true. Do you think the Marines should have a sports team?
Well, actually, there was a Marine for the first time in a long time that just made the Olympics in wrestling.
In what? Oh, okay.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Which is rare because we don't, like the Army and Navy and Air Force, they have full-time athletic teams. Marines don't. Like, you have to do it on the side. Like, you still have to do your regular job and then you can go do wrestling. So he made the Olympics still doing his normal job.
Damn,
that's pretty impressive. Yeah, the Army and Navy have the world-class athletes program. And basically, all you do is train for the Olympics in your respective sport.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And now Marines, Jenna Burkett, she made it to the final. She's almost there. She was almost there.
Is there Marine school?
No, they go to the Naval Academy.
Yeah,
got it.
Some of the officers go to the Naval
Academy.
It. Speaking of the Coast Guard,
you can get that by going to getroman.com/.
Oh, we're still. Oh, fuck. We haven't even started.
No, yeah, that's good. Getroman.com/0. All right. So the first thing, obviously, that's Big Cat's voice. We're going to ask Dan some topics because I know Dan loves the military. People don't know that you actually wrote your thesis on Vietnam, right?
Yeah, I love the military. I love everyone who served. I love everyone who hasn't served, but thought about serving. Mark Wahlberg for what he hypothetically could have done on September 11th. I love all these people.
Yeah.
And people are going to think that you're saying that sarcastically, but realistically,
it does fascinate.
That's as genuine as
yeah. No, I love history. I love, I majored in history and poli-sci. So I love this shit. I don't really like
every time
politics
you pass
anymore.
Camouflage, you send me a picture and say, thanks for your service.
Yeah, exactly. So I do. I'm fascinated by it. I watch old documentaries, all that stuff.
Hell yeah, me too. So we took to Twitter because we wanted to ask people what some questions for you. And I think that you're going to, one is going to put you in a tough spot because there's a lot of things that I'm not sure if you have the experience to answer, but I like that you're going to give it a try. One, the first question, you are in, let's place you in, let's say Afghanistan. The temperature outside is -5. So you're there in the wintertime. It's cold. You're on a mountain. You've got to jerk off. Where do you do it?
Damn.
You didn't think you'd get these hard-hitting questions.
Are you allowed to jerk off in the military?
It depends. You can use it, but you got to do it with your own spank bank. You can't bring in, especially if you're in like a area that doesn't allow pornography, you can't bring it. People have it, but you're not supposed to. You got to keep it hidden.
I would just jerk off in the comfort of my sleeping bag. Do I have a sleeping bag?
Sure do.
Yeah, so but there's going to be a bunch of people right there by you.
You could do it
quietly.
Put a
sock over everything.
I got no problem with the quick part. So yeah, it would be in your sleeping bag. Also, isn't there just a kind of unspoken rule like, hey, listen, if I got to clear my head here, like you might see me rustling around in the sleeping bag.
Yeah, pay me no mind.
Yeah, right. Leave me alone.
Right. We used to have that. My buddy Jake Rich, that was my roommate. He had a poncho liner that sounds almost like a windbreaker, and he used to love to rub that on his dick. And so I could hear it on the other side. I'd be like, dude, I know you're not fucking dancing to MC Hammer. Just please stop. I can hear you. Just ask me to leave for a few minutes. Con, same question for you. Where's your ideal combat jack spot? Same temperature, same location.
That's got to be the same answer. I don't know that there are really any other options, to be honest.
Well, here's my answer.
Actually, I'd probably have my own Humvee if we're being factual here as the officer. I'd probably have a Humvee.
You'd kick people out of the Humvee? You're going to drive it yourself?
No, I wouldn't kick them out. I would
Uber operation in Afghanistan?
No, I would just, be there in my front seat, my TC seat.
Okay. My answer is I would go to a Porta-John. I would save 3 or 4 of the different MRE heaters, light those things while I'm in the Porta-John, get it to warm up in there a little bit, and then jerk off in the warmth.
So you do a sauna, a Porta-John sauna.
Yeah, which would be smelly because we've talked about it before. The heat opens up your nostrils.
You'd activate all the stuff that's already in there.
That's exactly right. If you had to pick somebody from Barstool's office to cover you in a firefight, who would it be?
Well, could I pick you guys?
No.
Other than us.
Cover me in
you could pick Kate, I guess, because she's not here. But keep in mind, she had a baby 2 weeks ago.
Well, I was going to say, is it kind of weird? Like it was 2 full weeks ago. Is she ever going to come back to work?
I don't know. She's being real lazy.
she's really milking this whole, no pun intended.
On Twitter, she was
she's
like, "Oh, my vagina still hurts." I'm like, "Grow up, dude. It's been 2 weeks."
Okay, someone to cover me in a firefight. non-military. Ooh, this is a tough question. I actually would. Hank plays a lot of Warzone.
Mhm.
We all
Actually, you know what? I'll go with Billy. Billy. I don't know if you saw Billy's tweet last week when he was very drunk. He's like, I would throw it all away to be a Navy SEAL.
I did see that,
which was very funny, not because
he's the ideal size. If you look at Navy SEALs, it's Billy size and build like to a T.
Well,
yes.
the funny part about that was not that he thinks that he could be a Navy SEAL. It's that he was throwing away nothing. Like he doesn't even have a full-time job. So he's like, I'm
walking away. I'm walking away from my kingdom.
You see this van that I still haven't sold? You see this van? I'd throw it away.
You're finishing your last semester of college. Like you have not done anything to throw away yet. So yeah, that was very funny.
That's what's interesting here at Barstool, that people have that idea of grandeur, that there's this huge cog in the wheel here. Like
throw it all away.
I'm throwing it away. I'm walking away.
Yeah. But yeah,
who'd you pick?
Billy's my answer for sure.
Billy, that's a good answer. I think Billy would do well, and he's twisted enough to be able to sit in an area for a while with Overwatch too.
Well, and also as much shit as I give Billy, like I actually do think he's very, very loyal, and in a tough situation, like he's a tough kid. He would do well.
Yeah.
And he knocked out Canseco, so he's
knocked out Canseco.
True.
Right.
So he's not afraid to get in the ring, get in the mix. I like that. I'd probably pick either PFT or fights, just because I think both those guys would just sit in a foxhole with you, dipping and just sit there and complain just the right amount. But push comes to shove, they're not afraid to mix it up. I mean, PFT played rugby. John's been in I don't know how many fights. So I think those would be my choices.
Okay.
My answer is Frank the Tank. Because
that's a good answer.
If he saw Dan in the shit and he could absolutely have the weapons in his hands, there's no doubt that he's not going to be trigger shy. You give him the weapon, he's going after it.
Yeah.
If he's pissed and watching Dan out there, he's like, oh, here we go.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true. You're right.
I actually got a similar question, kind of related, from Twitter. I saw this is from Army QB9 class of 2006, which is oddly specific Twitter handle. If you were in a foxhole with the two most light guys in the platoon and the enemy was advancing, would you run away scared and leave them in the foxhole?
So if I was in a foxhole with two other guys?
Yeah, the most light guys in the platoon. And the enemy was about
What do you mean the most light guys?
Like everybody likes those guys.
Oh, liked guys. No, I wouldn't run away. You're not supposed to run away, right?
Exactly.
Isn't that like the number one rule?
Right.
Don't run away.
Exactly. You'd stay in the foxhole.
What is he going to say there? Yes, I'm going to run away. Like he's
going to run the fuck away. I'm also not fast. So like I would absolutely choose death over having to sprint.
Death over dishonor too.
Well, no, just death over like
having
you're like, hey, you could have to run like 5 miles to get away from here, or you could fight and you have like a 1% chance of surviving. If I'm laying down, I definitely take the like stay laying down option.
That's what I said. Before I went, they were said, well, you got to get in good shape. You got to be your best PFT and all that stuff. Well, I went in my best shape, but I told them, like, look, if it ever goes down where I need to run 3 miles in boots and utes in combat, just fucking kill me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around for that. Just set an artillery round and just blow me the fuck up.
Speaking of that, did you guys just see, I think it was an Army captain female. She just broke the record for the 1 mile in the full EOD suit. She ran a mile, and the suit that you go dispose of bombs in 10 minutes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Pretty
That's
intense.
Crazy.
I think those weigh like 100 pounds or something.
They're not light. Yeah. You got to imagine, it's attempting to at least shield you as best it can from a bomb. So it's not light.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, thank you, man.
Dan, do you think you could run a mile right now?
Yeah, I can run a mile.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still an athlete.
Yeah, true.
I still have something in me, the inner athlete in me.
True.
You're bench press if I needed to.
You're no Brandon Walker.
I could do it.
How many pull-ups did you do? About a year ago, you and Dave did pull-ups. How many did you do?
No, it was dips. I did like 10.
That's pretty good.
I could probably bust out. I could do 2.5 pull-ups right now.
Okay.
That's not, you wouldn't qualify.
One counting is the jump up.
Nope. You got to start at a dead hang. If you start at a dead hang, how many do you, 3 is the minimum.
So I just said, what? I don't know. I wish we had a pull-up bar.
Damn.
I do too. 3 is
I'm
the
sure
minimum.
Billy has one.
I'll try it tomorrow. I actually think that the inner athlete in me, I could do 3, but I wouldn't be able to, like, if I had to do 3 and then you asked me to do 3 more 10 minutes later, I wouldn't be able to do it.
What about
I
clap
think
push-ups?
if you were ever an athlete, everyone has enough muscle memory to do at least 5. If you ever were remotely athletic.
Yeah, I agree.
How many clap push-ups do you have to do?
None. That's just the question that I got for you.
I could probably do 5.
Okay.
Clap push-ups.
We'll
That's
find
pretty
out.
Good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's definitely pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
Good about it. You want
Continuing
me to
on.
try to do it?
You want to do it right
go
now?
ahead and try it. Let's see how many you could do
All
right
right. Dan is now, he's taking off the headphones. He's getting down. Hold on. Let me get my camera ready here because we got to. You're good whenever you're ready, buddy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get to 10. 8, 9, 10.
Nicely done, Daniel. I love it.
And he could have done more.
I can do 5 pull-ups.
Yeah, I believe you.
I
If
haven't
you could do
I
10
haven't done
clap
anything
push-ups, you could do
remotely
5.
like athletic in a while, but just getting myself on the ground there and just being like, you got this,
Boom.
dude. It's
You, honest to
the-
God, how old are you right now, Dan? You're
36.
37?
36.
36. What the fuck?
Yeah, come on.
I don't know. So you're 36 years old. Look at Dan right now,
Yeah.
Cons,
Mhm.
Kyle. Put him in a Navy chief uniform.
Oh, easily.
With that mustache,
Easily.
big time Navy chief vibes.
Yeah. Always has, doesn't matter the time of day, always has that big mug of coffee that hasn't been washed.
He
in
loves
20
coffee,
years.
don't you, Dan?
Yeah, he does.
I have a question. Are like old generals and shit, can they get fat?
Yeah.
Their standards definitely do relax.
They
as you get
usually
older.
they usually don't because they don't want the troops to see them looking fat. And one, like General Mattis, for example, served like 40 years. Once you have that type of lifestyle for that long, I don't think he could stop his day-to-day grind if he wanted to. I don't think he could do it.
So, because I would definitely be the fat guy, like older.
But you're not fat.
But
You're
that's
just kind of
the Navy
like
chief.
bigger. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you get a little bit chubby, but not so chubby that they need to kick you out, you're still in regs, you can get something called the PT waiver, where you don't have to PT with everybody else. Is that something that you would want?
What's a PT? What does that mean? What's
physical
PT?
training?
So you don't have to work out with everybody else. When everybody else goes out in the morning and runs 3 to 5 miles, you don't have to do that. You stay back and you just kind of like hang out and wait for everybody.
I'm showing Dan a picture right now of my old colonel. He's a general now. I imagine that's what you would look like.
Yeah. He's strong.
Yeah, just thick and strong.
Yeah.
General. And now he's General Tim
Stocky.
Doherty. Yeah, he just got the high and tight. Dan would look good with a high and tight too.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, he would look pretty good with the high and tight. I have to
high and
admit
tight
that.
mustache.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Mhm. Next one up, we have a list of military inventions or not military inventions. You have to tell us which one it is. Is it military or not military? Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. First one up, Siri.
The chick on your phone?
Yes.
Mhm.
Not military.
No, that's military.
Fuck. Really?
Yeah. Steve Jobs ripped that off.
Damn.
Mhm.
It was
Okay.
a DARPA program for a long
Do
time.
you think? Wait, was it a chick talking?
Probably not. It was probably a white guy.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, what do you think that then to go to the first question, people like would jerk off to Siri?
Yeah. If you could do that, like make her go into your headset and be like,
Right.
Siri, read me Hustler magazine. Where were you in 1987? And then they start talking about it.
Well,
I was there getting a perm. You were rubbing your cock in front of me.
Or like, hey Siri, do you feel naughty? Have you been a naughty
yes, Dan,
girl?
I do
Oh.
feel naughty.
Yeah, right. It's innovation right there.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, I actually wrote a blog for Alexa. Whenever we were going to be, Barstool was going to have the Alexa morning brief thing. And Keith asked me to write a blog for it where you could do it. And it was Alexa talking to you about fucking her.
Okay.
I'll find that for Kyle and he could pump that in. It was, it was something. All right. Next one up, Slinkies.
That feels like that was military.
Yes, Slinky is a military invention. You're absolutely right. I actually sent that one to Kyle for a joke, and it turns out that it is real.
What was it?
Yeah,
Kyle.
They used it to like dampen the shaking on a ship for sensitive equipment like radars and whatnot.
Oh,
during
that
World
makes
War
a lot of
II.
sense.
Yeah,
Huh.
and then they realized it kind of sucked at that, but it was a great toy.
Ah, interesting. Okay. I like that.
Silly putty.
That's not military.
No, that one is military.
Are they all military?
No, they're not.
No, he's giving you something that aren't.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. What was silly putty?
They were researching synthetic rubber for tires during World War II because Japan owned most of the rubber output. So they were like trying to come up with new tire stuff.
I wonder
and
what
that's
that
they came
process
up
is
with.
like. We really need to get somebody from DARPA on the show because they
Yeah,
always invent all this crazy shit. And then once they realize it doesn't have a military application, do they say like, hey, Mattel, come look at this. Do you want to buy
Yeah.
this?
so like with silly putty, it was kind of accidental. The guy realized it was a failure, and then someone got their hands on it. It was a toy store, I think in Massachusetts even, and they were like, "Hey, this is a fun toy, and if you put it on newspaper, it'll directly copy it." So they marketed it as a toy, and it was huge.
Do you do anything with silly putty besides copy the newspaper? I can't remember as a kid doing anything but that.
Eating it?
Throwing it and making it stick against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a big guy for that.
Hmm.
Let's go with the train. Is the train a military or non-military invention?
Non-military.
That's exactly right, Dan. Well done.
Woo!
It's not. You nailed that one. All right. Next up, my favorite, your favorite. We were wearing them about 2 years ago. We need to bring that back. Condoms.
Ooh. Yeah, that seems like military to keep your gun. No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's not what I was gonna say was not military.
Nope. Yeah, you're right. That's not. You weren't looking at Kyle shaking his head at all. That was definitely not military. Penicillin.
That's military.
That's right.
Yep. I knew that.
Next one. This one is gonna. This one's tricky. Now think about it. The sanitary napkin, or for those listening at home, tampons.
Military.
That's exactly right.
Very
Have
good.
you
Yeah,
ever
what
heard
is
this-
that? Why? Yeah, tell me.
I'm not sure why. Do you know that one, Kyle?
Of course, World War One, they used it as like a bandage, and
Yeah,
the
it's like
female
to clot
nurses,
against blood. Yeah, right.
right? The female nurses were like, "Hey, this would work great for other things too," and so they
Mhm.
started using them.
Huh.
They're
Interesting.
fantastic for nosebleeds.
Interesting.
Yep.
I've never had a nosebleed in my entire life. Would that preclude me from the military?
No, I think that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
I
That
don't
would
think
probably
they want
that would propel you to the top.
Yeah, nosebleeds aren't exactly a desirable trait for soldierly virtue.
I have great eyesight. I could be a sniper
Ooh, or a pilot.
Ooh.
or a pilot.
Yeah, we're going to ask you that in a little bit, what job you would want to do. Did you know my favorite sanitary napkin military story crossover is NASA? When the first woman was going to space, she was going for like 10 days. They wanted to send her 300 tampons.
Oh my God.
They had no idea how many they're like, how many do you need for 10 days? Like 300.
That's like a 19-year-old trying to buy beer for like a party. I mean, like, well, I just got like 10,000 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 6 of us.
All right, a couple more. Duct tape.
That feels very no. Wait, is NASA part of the military?
No.
Okay, then no.
It's military. That's a
Fuck.
military one.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking of Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks.
Oh man. Yeah.
they
that's
use
great.
duct tape to get them back to
That's
Earth.
true.
All right, here's another one. TNT.
No.
That's right. It's not. Kyle, explain that one. This one's actually mind-blowing.
That was used as yellow dye for like 30 years, and then they realized it explodes really well
Interesting.
too. Yeah.
Huh.
Because when he told me that it wasn't a military, I said, well, maybe it was for mining, because I could see the miners like
Right.
inventing that.
Or
to
the
blow stuff up.
railroads.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Something
Which
where
is
you gotta blow
non-military.
up.
Imagine you're the first guy though to figure out this stuff's explosive.
Yeah, that sucks.
That would be terrible.
And I was telling Kyle, there's this stuff called ammonium nitrate. That's another type of explosive.
Mm-hmm.
And it sweats. Like it's one of the only explosive that sweats. So it comes in like a butcher paper type paper where it's wrapped like a sausage, but it's in butcher paper. And once it gets older, it'll start to sweat. The first person that figured out it'll give you the most intense headache of your life if you hold it even for like 2 minutes must have been in serious pain, not knowing what
Holy
it is.
shit.
Probably.
Because it's the same stuff that if you have a heart attack, they'll give it to you to up your heart rate. So you could stand there and hold it for no time and it'll be in your bloodstream. It's crazy.
Holy shit.
And that's the most unstable explosive that we have. That's like a common explosive. So that's the only one in like our kit that if you run it over, it could explode.
Holy fuck. You guys just carry it around?
I used to, well, no, not ammonium nitrate, but like C4. I used to cut a brick of C4 and put it on my flak jacket. So when my dog was looking for stuff, I could throw it. And like when he wasn't paying attention, put it down somewhere. So he felt like he had found something recently.
Huh.
In actuality, he just strapped that to his chest because he thought it looked cool.
Wait, what if someone shot it?
It doesn't
No.
matter. You can shoot C4, nothing happens.
Really?
Yeah. So all those things was like, oh, he's got a trunk full of C4. Who cares? If he doesn't have a blasting cap, it's not going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
Now you get to call that out in movies when you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll make
be
you
that
look
guy.
really cool.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
All right, last one, refrigerators.
Yes.
No.
Fuck.
Dan, you kind of stink at this game.
Well, I thought he would finish with the. I'm really just trying to guess like which ones.
I know, and it was kind of like that cup game where I'm moving a ball in a cup and trying to keep Dan on his toes big time.
Fuck.
What was the refrigerator for, Kyle?
It was it's a lot older than you'd think. People would like boil certain gases and it would make them super cold, and then they would blow that over other things. I didn't get into the science of it. I just saw the 15th century and was like, oh, neat.
Cool.
First
So, yeah.
refrigerator. Damn. Oh yeah, I really do suck at that game. What are you gonna do?
That's okay. But now you know. Now you've
Yeah.
learned.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're here
The big lesson from this one was a lot of stuff has been invented by the military and a lot of stuff hasn't.
Wow. See, that
That's
just
exactly
shows your
right.
maturity level. You're able to still have a good takeaway.
Yeah.
All right. So another question that people had for you: if you were going to carry a gun every day, you become gun cat. What
Okay.
gun are you carrying?
I'm not a huge gun guy, so I don't really know. I mean, it would be a handgun, but it would be like a big handgun. I've shot handguns. I've shot
Let's
kinds of
change
guns.
the question up. You've seen a bunch of military movies, played Call of Duty. You get to pick what weapon system you get to fire. Which one would you want your job to be?
probably an Uzi.
That's not one.
Okay. Sawed off Uzi.
Sawed off Uzi is one.
Is it?
No.
Okay, good. Perfect. I would like to be a sniper. I think I could be good at because I have good eyesight.
Mhm.
I also love laying down and
Yeah.
just staying
And-
still for a very long period of time. I think I'm suited for it.
You're great at urinating on yourself.
Yeah, urinating on myself. Exactly. Like I
This
could
cat.
just lay down there.
Yep.
I could lay on a roof forever.
Now you have to stay quiet. You can't move around a lot. That means no snacking.
Ooh, okay. So maybe I'm out. So what's the best snacking?
Well, why
position
don't
in
you
the
be?
military?
How about you be a reservist sniper, where you still do all the training, but in reality, then you just get to do like Overwatch on buildings, where it's a lot more relaxed.
Okay, yeah. So that sounds good to me. Yeah, like sitting in like a front of a bunch of computers so I can snack away.
Yes.
Yeah. Navy chief
Okay.
life. I'm telling you, Dan would be the greatest Navy chief of all time.
Yeah. What about shotgun? Do people have shotguns in the military?
I had a
Yeah,
shotgun.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, shotguns are really fun. That's like the easiest, funnest training day that there is the day that you just to go out and shoot shotguns.
Right, because you don't even have to be accurate.
Nope.
Nope. Unless
It's
they
great.
put plugs in. Whenever you're starting to shoot like plugs, then it's a little bit more accurate. But-
I got a question. Speaking of snacks, is how fast would Dan get addicted to Rippets? Rippets are the military low grade version of energy drinks, and they come in these little like pony cans that are like this tall. They're
I'm already
delicious.
addicted.
Yeah.
I'm already addicted. Like I just don't have any, but I'm addicted.
Okay, let's put yourself. What's your favorite gas station chain? Do you have one?
No, I'm not really a big fan of gas station
You've been
chains.
You've been to Bucky's.
Let's
though,
just
right?
say, yeah, let's say Wawa, just for the
There we
shout out
go.
to people in Philly.
Okay, we'll do Wawa for the people in Philly and shout out Kate. You are designing an MRE. It's got to be stuff that is non-perishable.
This is a
You-
great question.
What is
You're doing-
MRE?
Meal ready
a
to
meal
eat.
ready
It's
to
those
eat.
things that come in the package with the vacuum sealed food.
Got it. Okay.
So you're going into
designing
Wawa,
an
you got to build an MRE.
You're going to build an MRE just from things that you can get in Walmart. You need to have a protein, you need to have a carb, you get to have a sweet, and then you get a condiment to go with it.
Okay. So it has to be, it has to like last, right?
Mhm.
Yep, it's got to be able to last at least 5 years. Let's say 5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
Mhm.
Ramen?
I don't know. That actually might work.
Ramen could
Ramen?
work, but you have to be in a place where you would have potable water.
Well, no, you could just eat it.
Yeah, I guess you would have your water dogs there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ramen, Slim Jims.
Mm-hmm.
Something sweet.
I would do peanut butter M&Ms.
It's a good
Okay.
choice.
Those last a long time. Then what's the last thing?
That's actually a
condiment?
military invention, the M&M.
Yeah, and then hot sauce.
Yeah, that's one in every Tabasco, little jar Tabasco.
That's actually
Chef-
that's pretty much what I eat.
Yeah, that's great. But did you know they've gotten rid of the tiny little Tabasco bottles?
They did?
Yes.
Why?
When we were doing the MREs with Vibs a few months ago, there were no little Tabascos. There are these cute little bottles of Tabasco like that big.
Adorable.
For whatever reason. I guess maybe the military lost their contract with Tabasco.
Damn.
I used to take those little things, and if I was feeling tired on watch, I would just empty it into my mouth, and that would wake me up, all the spiciness.
That's smart.
Yeah, that would definitely always take a half decent meal and kick it up a notch. and
Yeah.
make it much more edible.
Absolutely.
Dan, that's a great MRE from Wawa Food.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for that.
Oh, you know
It
what else I
sounds
think?
like a prison meal, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you could have done better.
No, what?
There's,
do
I mean,
better.
that's like
do better.
okay.
better.
So from in there, I'm gonna get one of the Dinty Moore stew things that's on
What's
the
that?
side.
What is that?
The little white, they come in like a white little tray, and you could heat that up the same exact way. It's like
kind of like a TV dinner type stew.
yeah, TV dinner, but it's non-perishable as well. For my carbs, I'm probably gonna go, let's say, probably a Twinkie.
Okay, this is not better.
Yeah, it is. And
So
then
far, it's not. I
No,
agree.
it's
It's
not.
not.
It's not.
and then my sweet would be Skittles.
That's not better.
I don't think it's
That's
better.
worse.
The only thing
But
I would
I have
change from
more
Dan's-
calories
Yeah, I guess.
I'm on a diet.
on an
Slim cat.
MRE.
Yeah.
The only thing I would change instead of peanut butter M&Ms, I'd go peanut M&Ms, and those already exist in MREs.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
You know what else exists? When was the last time you had a Capri Sun?
Ooh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, you guys get meals
What?
that are
What are you talking about?
Definitely
Sun?
Capri Suns are in there now.
No.
I could have sworn they were in there the last I checked.
No, I think you saw that on Duffel Blog. I think that's real.
chaps. So every MRE has the carb, the sweet, the protein, and then
yep.
do worms count as the protein?
Yeah,
And then
worms
what
can
about
count.
metal shavings? Is that
Mhm.
what is that? That's the sweet.
That's the accoutrement. That's like the same thing as the Tabasco. It's a little Tabasco sauce.
The garnish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a garnish. All right, so let's move on to round number 2, which is going to be brought to you by our good friends at Barstool Golf Supreme. I actually went on this. I hadn't heard about it, like in an email or anything, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I went and downloaded the app. It is unbelievable. that
Yeah, it's
this is-
fantastic.
I can't believe it's a Barstool app, that it runs that smoothly and efficiently. It's incredible. If you're trying to go golfing, trying to book a tee time, look no further because they officially launched it. And everybody's going to want to. Like the next 2 weekends are going to be insane in the morning if you're trying to golf because the Masters is going on and all that. But make sure you go download Barstool Golf Time app today. You can get rewards. You can tell Riggs and Frankie, Trent, and Lurch all about the different courses. You get to review them, and it'll be on the Barstool platform forever. Make sure you go check that out. Let's move into round number 2, which today comes to us from the Military Times. And this story says a prosecutor says a Tennessee man has been helping spread Islamic State propaganda, but a defense attorney told a judge the man's an actual loser who lives with his mother and isn't a threat. Benjamin Allen Carpenter, dubbed Abu Hamza, was arrested in Knoxville, Tennessee on March 24th after a grand jury indicted him on charges of attempting to provide material support to ISIS. Carpenter is the leader of a publication that translates ISIS material into English, and he provided English translations of ISIS content to someone he believed was affiliated with the terrorist group, but was actually an FBI undercover agent. Carpenter has not traveled to meet with ISIS members, but again, his lawyer just wanted to make sure that everyone knows, and this is a direct quote, "My client is, quote, part nerd, part loser who spends most of his days on a computer in his bedroom where he's lived for more than 2 years since breaking up with his only girlfriend, and he has no bank account, no car, works a few hours a week, and that's as a pet sitter." Dan, that is if that is written about you and said in a court of law, you immediately have to go join ISIS, right?
You have to. The fact, like, there was some extra there that didn't really need to be put in, like his only girlfriend. Like, just throwing that out there.
Could have just said his last girlfriend.
Yeah, like his last girlfriend. Like, no, his only girlfriend. Just a brutal takedown.
I mean, I imagine this guy is sitting in court hearing his defense attorney doing that with like the Joker standing at the microphone.
Yes.
Like, really? Like that was necessary? You have to immediately. You might even need to declare a mistrial at that point.
Yeah. Well, I have a question. What's the state of ISIS right now? Are they still like?
I mean, they're still kicking around.
Are they putting out like
Spanish? I think they're like más o menos. Like they're
más o menos, okay.
Yeah,
because like Al Qaeda's gone, right?
Al Qaeda? No.
Oh shit.
We haven't really been doing much the last 20 years, honestly.
Yeah, seriously. That whole time we've been in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Okay.
I don't know.
We're just kind of like treading water.
Yeah.
ISIS actually has issued a bunch of proclamations saying that they won the war.
Oh. Well, what is it? Control the media before the media controls you.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there's a little spin zone. We should do it too.
Get out in front of it.
Now if we go out there and say, actually, we won the war, we're gonna look like a bunch of idiots.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
we can't.
Like,
they've already said it first, so I don't know if we can come back with that.
Yeah.
This actually reminds me of this guy, though. I was just happy to be watching last night. Remember that movie I, Tonya, about Tonya Harding?
Yes.
And they interviewed the friend of Jeff Gillooly, who said he took like espionage classes, and they just said like, no, you didn't.
Right.
That's this guy right here. He's like, oh yeah, I'm helping ISIS. We're really making a lot of headway. I'm like, no, you're not. You're living in your basement with your mom. You just lost your only girlfriend who ever lived.
Only girlfriend. Brutal. Just brutal.
All right. So we're going to put you in the position where you are chief cat to close out the show. You're chief cat.
Okay.
The responsibility of a chief oftentimes is to give his troops or her troops a safety brief before a long weekend.
Oh.
You have to give the troops a safety brief. What are you telling them?
All right. So I've actually retired from any type of pump up speech or anything like that because a few weeks ago when we were in Detroit, I went and visited my friend Tony Scheffler, who coaches varsity girls basketball at his former high school. And I gave him a pump up speech before their playoff game and they lost by 30. Oof. So I'm out on this.
This is less of a pump up speech.
Yeah, this is more of like, be careful.
Do not screw up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Speech. Don't fuck up. Let's see. It's don't do anything that makes me look bad. That's really what it comes down to. If you do something bad and I don't know about it, that's fine. But if you do something that makes me look bad, then your ass is grass.
That kind of makes sense because the only way that he would find out about it is if they got arrested,
right,
or really screwed up something very badly on post.
I always think that this will probably be, as a father, how I
love how you threw that in there.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. How I parent my child and children is that I will always say like, hey, you're gonna make mistakes. Just don't let me don't have it come on me. You know what I mean? Because then you give them a little bit of leeway. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, I'm not saying don't go have fun. Mm-hmm. Just don't make me look bad. Don't make it so that I find out about it.
Don't ruin the good cat's name.
Right, exactly. Like you can go do your thing. Just remember there's a limit. And when you hit that limit, which is making me look bad, you got to stop and use your head.
One of your sailors is out drunk on the weekend, calls you and says, hey, I'm drunk. Can you come get me? What do you say?
Well, I put my phone on do not disturb at like 9:00 every night. You're not supposed to do that?
Probably not as a leader. Yeah.
Well, guess what? That's part of the deal. If you're in my platoon, Chief Cat doesn't 9 p.m. to about 9 a.m. is do not disturb. So
can you put that in military times off the top of your head?
Yes, I can. Hold on.
Here we go. 9 p.m. is
hold on. It's fuck. Actually, wait. No, I know how to do this.
If it makes you feel any
21.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Very good. 21. I was going to say, if it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure Kate wouldn't be able to do that either.
Yeah. 21 to 0900.
There you go. Look at this guy. Chief Cat
is do not disturb.
I love
Absolute
it.
Last
I love
thing.
It.
And it made me think of it because Kant just said, Kate, the phonetic alphabet,
Ooh.
A to Z. Give it your best shot.
What do you mean?
Phonetic alphabet. It's like
Alpha, Bravo,
like
Charlie.
if you're spelling your name.
Okay, yeah, I can do it. All right.
All the way, A through Z.
All right. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Eugene, fuck,
That's actually
Harry?
probably
That
accurate.
should be it.
It should be
Harry, Ian,
it. Harry Ian.
Jokers.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. It's like K. You just say K.
Mm-hmm.
L.
Larry.
Yep.
Is that right?
No.
No.
Okay. M is mom. N is no.
Can you imagine somebody saying no on the radio? Like,
Yeah.
what? We're going to go to Ian. No.
No.
O is Ophelia.
Sure.
Yes.
Great song.
What's after O?
P.
P is phlegm.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, phlegm.
He is in phlegm.
Depends. Like the Navy uses pneumonia there.
All right, P.
The Air Force uses pterodactyl.
N-O-P. Q is another one that's just it's Q.
Mhm.
You just say Q. Like
Yeah.
what someone could be like, was that a Q? As
Mhm.
in BBQ? Yes. There is only one Q.
Yep.
Q R Rugrats.
Mhm.
S.
Shout out Tommy.
S is Superman. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. S. T is Theodore.
I want you to think about Tango. Damn it. I said it.
Tango.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Yeah.
Tango is what I was gonna say. Tango.
Because you know that from Call of Duty because it says Tango
yeah.
down.
Tango down. All right. So T, where am I at?
You.
Uranus.
Mhm.
What's after you?
V.
V.
V is victory.
Very
so
close.
Close. Yeah.
Victor.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then what's next?
WXYZ.
WXYZ. W is win.
Mhm.
X is xylophone. What is it in the military?
X-ray.
X-ray.
X-ray. Y is Youngstown Bob.
Mhm.
And Z is ZBT.
There you go. Nailed it. Nailed
Yeah.
it.
What is Z?
All right.
Zulu.
Zulu.
Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India.
Oh, no, we get it. You're
All
the
right, I'll stop.
military
Well,
guy.
actually, I had one last thing. One save round here. I wanted to hear your top 5. This was a question. Top 5 military movies.
Saving Private Ryan.
Good one.
What's the one with Pyle who kills himself?
Full Metal Jacket.
Sorry, spoiler. Which that made me think when you were like, you get a PT waiver, you're like, you basically were like, you'd be Pyle, and then you just kill yourself.
Yeah, well, you love donuts. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
one of the
true.
reason why you got in trouble.
All right, what else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. What other military movies? Oh, I loved the World War I one that came out.
Oh, 1917.
That was awesome.
That was fantastic. Yes.
Does Braveheart count? I think it does.
I
Yeah,
guess
we'll allow it,
it's-
yeah.
Why wouldn't
we'll
it
allow
count?
We'll allow it.
Why wouldn't it count?
Yeah.
I liked what was the one with Jeremy Renner?
Oh, the Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker?
That one's
That
absolutely
was-
terrible.
You didn't like it?
Well, it's not that it's not a good movie. It's just that it's a lot of inaccuracies.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm trying to think. What's the last one that I like? What's your guys' number one?
I bet you one that you like is Black Hawk Down.
Yes. Oh, Zero Dark 30.
Yeah.
I love that one. That
That's a
one
very
was all
interesting
the way
one.
up there.
Very interesting.
My
Yes.
favorite is We Were Soldiers.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one.
What about Toy Soldiers?
Yes.
Very good too. Yeah. And I also like
Um,
A Few Good Men.
You have you ever seen The Guardian with Ashton Kutcher and Kevin Costner?
No.
Yeah, you need to watch that.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's real good.
Mm.
These assholes still won't
Hmm.
watch it, even though I've been telling them for 3 years.
I've seen it. It's just not that good.
It is good.
What
Don't you
about
dare.
the movie with the space? Fuck.
We love Major Pain on this show.
Oh yeah.
Major Pain.
Yeah.
That one's good. With
In the Army
what's his
Now
name?
with Pauly
Wayness.
Shore.
Yeah, in the Army Now. Ernest Goes to War.
Yes.
Mhm. Or as Ernest Goes to Gitmo.
Ernest. I read that article that Gitmo's still just fucking.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
just
that
kind
was
of
the
doing
most
it.
misleading headline
very
of all time.
misleading.
So if you are listening and you don't know, this week the Military Times posted an article that said that Gitmo was moving, and in reality they're just moving buildings. It was like
Yes.
they're moving barracks, and that's essentially it. But they made it seem the title made it seem like we were finally leaving Gitmo. That's not it. Dan, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
Dan.
it, man.
Chief
Yeah,
Cat.
thank
Yeah,
you.
this has
Chief
been
Cat.
awesome. I really appreciate it. Again, terrible job as you commander chaps setting this up, but I was able to think on my
No,
feet.
you know what? I'll take ownership of this one as the officer, and then the boots on the ground. I'll take ownership. I should have walked in and squared everything away and
Well,
asked you.
Good
first.
thing that I was able to.
That's what I thought from the beginning, but I wasn't.
Yeah,
gonna throw
no.
Fonzie under the bus.
That's hand up.
As long as
on
I don't
me.
get blamed.
No,
Yeah.
you're not getting blamed. It's on me.
Mhm.
All right.
And if
well,
you haven't
anytime,
heard, Dan also hosts a podcast called Pardon My Take. You should check
What's
it
that
out if
like?
you haven't.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
If I assume Kate's just never coming back, so if you need me ever again, I'm down to do it.
Just enlist for a few years so you have some experience next time.
Yeah. Just go to like a
How
quickie
old-
boot camp.
Wait, how old do you have to be to?
I think you're too old now.
You're definitely too
shit.
old.
Because that
I
sucks.
think
I
you
was
can do the army actually.
Yeah, you could do the reserves probably.
no, because
Yeah.
I was just about to say I was thinking strongly about becoming a Marine, but it sounds like I can't do it.
Just
Yeah.
send Billy in your stead.
Yeah,
send Billy.
fuck.
Just
I was
that-
totally gonna do it too.
Imagine
Yeah,
if
I
you guys
saw
just
that
sent
look in your
Billy-
face. You're like, damn, I want to go be a Marine, but you can't now. That's
It's out of my hands until
Yeah.
they change the. Imagine like they just changed the law, and I'm just. All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck. Here
now
we
I
go.
have to.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys.
All right,
Thanks,
thanks
Dan.
guys. Sound the retreat.